A lot of you have been writing us asking about spring allergies and if they're starting early this year. Well, we invited Dr. Brian Robertson here. He's to explain what's happening. He's an allergist in the great state of Maryland. Thanks for coming in, Dr. Robertson. Appreciate it. So I think I know the answer to this question, but is tree pollen unusually high for February?
It is a little bit higher than usual this February, and it has a lot to do with the warm temperatures that we've been having.
Does this mean it will be a very bad season for tree pollen?
We're not sure.
Okay.
So some of the trees pollinate early based on temperature. So if it's a really mild winter, then we'll have a relatively high pollen counts in January and February. Some of the trees pollinate based on the length of the day, and they will reliably pollinate in April and May. So you can still expect plenty of pollen out there in April and May.
If it starts early, does it end earlier?
It doesn't end early, but because we had so much pollen early in the season, generally speaking, the pollen levels will be a little more even over the next few months.
Okay, I guess that's some good
help.
news. What about grasses? They're going to be as high as early?
We've seen a little bit of grass in January, a little bit of grass pollen. They always peak in June. So grass season is very, very long. So it will start as early as January, February, and last until about Halloween.
Can you predict the onset and severity of the pollen season?
It's really hard to predict that. It's a lot of the factors are the weather conditions. So if there's a lot of rain, we'll have lower pollen counts. Less rain will mean a little bit higher pollen counts.
What makes the pollen counts decrease, at least temporarily?
At least temporarily, is rain.
Okay.
Rain is the big one. These plants that bother us, that cause us symptoms in our eyes and nose, are wind pollinated, and that pollen floats around the air. It's microscopic. You can barely see it, if you can see it at all, and it will settle out when there's rain. The raindrops as they fall through the air will catch some of that pollen, and it'll sit on the ground.
Literally wash it out.
It'll wash it out. Exactly.
So rain good, wind bad.
Wind can be bad, right? Absolutely.
Wind bad.
Absolutely. It'll kick it up. So once all that pollen's on the ground, it's still there, and really windy days will often trigger and raise the pollen counts a little bit.
Okay. Well, let's say you're having more severe symptoms than normal. I mean,
Sure.
At what point then should you say, I better go see a doctor?
When you have a lot of symptoms that aren't relieved by medications. A lot of allergy medications are over the counter, antihistamines, some nasal sprays. But if those things aren't really working for you, you might need some other treatments, and that's where an allergist can actually help a lot.
And would it be a case where if the season is a little more severe, would they then adjust the medication and maybe put you on a higher dose or a different medication?
Exactly, a higher dose medication. Sometimes people will respond differently to different medications, so adjusting the medication that you're taking, or even doing allergy shots.
Right. Dr. Brian Robertson, thank you so much for coming in. Now, if you have any additional questions you want to be answered, just be sure to email it to us or reach us on social media.
Thank you.